Welcome to Why We Back It, the people behind the ingredients, our brand new YouTube series where we meet the people powering our science backed ingredients at Nutrition 21. Today, we're kicking things off with a key member of our team, Shelby Agan, our Senior Scientific Affairs Manager, who has been diving deep into the research behind one of our newest ingredients, EverZen. Before we dive in with Shelby, here's a quick look at EverZen. EverZen is a fresh and differentiated approach to mood and stress because it contains the unique and naturally occurring bioactive 6-MBOA, which imparts a special dual action mechanism. Its body of evidence supports benefits around promoting a positive mood, supporting a healthy stress response, helping with occasional anxiety, supporting with mental and emotional well being, and easing the mind and balancing stress. Awesome. So thank you for joining us, Shelby. Let's jump right into the first questions about EverZen. So first off, what do you do at Nutrition 21 and how does your role support the development of our ingredients?
Yeah, so I'm a part of what's called the Science Quality and Innovation Team, in which my role on this team revolves around presenting the research of our clinical studies to our customers, participate in the design and development of new preclinical and clinical trials on our ingredients. And then I also ensure that I have a deep knowledge and understanding of how our ingredients support the structure and function of the body so that we can use that information to substantiate health claims that our customers like to utilize. I also work with our marketing team and sales team to help translate the scientific literature into those health claims so that we ensure that they're both accurate and legal, meaning that they comply with, the FDA and the FTC, DSHEA, et cetera, all of those guidelines. Specifically in terms of developing ingredients, I support with the early work of scanning published literature to see what research has been done, maybe preclinically, for example, to search for signals that new ideas for future ingredients that could potentially show benefits for human health and wellness. From there, we kind of start with the preclinical research to explore different kinds of outcomes and safety, potential maybe unique mechanisms of action, and then other insights around the benefits of those nutrients or ingredients. And then once we have enough preclinical evidence to give us confidence in something like a clinical trial, that's when we start to build a clinical study in humans. We think about study population, dose, duration, and what outcomes we want to measure based on what we understand about how the ingredient works in the body once it's consumed.
Awesome. That's an important role that we have here. So getting into EverZen, you've recently spent a lot of time with EverZen. So what is your connection to that ingredient?
I have spent quite a bit of time with EverZen. It is a new ingredient in our portfolio, and it's the first time I've been able to help to bring a new ingredient into the catalog. It's been a lot of fun diving into all of the research to understand how it was discovered and how it works, and then work with the marketing team again to translate those findings in both the clinical and preclinical data to figure out or to puzzle out the best way to share that information with our customers. So with all of our other ingredients, I'm still pretty new to Nutrition 21, but I came into Nutrition 21 and those stories had already been built. So for them, I had to read all the research and learn the presentations that had already been created. And so that's why, again, it's been fun to see how the Nutrition 21 team builds out an ingredients platform from the ground up, building the story from the ground up. I really loved being a part of that process.
Yeah, EverZen's a great new ingredient. I love it. So from a scientific perspective, what stands out to you about EverZen?
That's an easy answer. EverZen is really interesting to me from a scientific perspective because of its mechanism of action. It's a mood and stress ingredient with a really unique way that it works within the body's stress and mood systems. And it actually works within the body's circadian clock system, which is kind of surprising. The body and the brain circadian clock plays a bigger role in our mood system and our stress response system than you'd expect. And EverZen and its primary bioactive, the 6-MBOA, work within this internal clock to support the body's ability to maintain a balanced mood and equips the body to cope with daily stressors that we all have.
Yeah, it's great. But so now from a non-scientific lens, like what makes EverZen different than other mood and stress ingredients in the market?
I think it's funny that you had to call out from a non-scientific lens and be very clear about that, uh, because it's easy to just talk about the science all
Of
day.
course.
So, I like that it's a fresh mood ingredient. I've been in the supplement world for a while, and I haven't really seen anything new or exciting be introduced in the category since I've been a part of the industry. While, I think other well-known mood ingredients and stress ingredients are great, right? I can't say anything bad about
Yeah.
magnesium or GABA. I like that EverZen offers a new option for us to introduce to customers and for our customers to introduce something new to their customers.
Yeah. For sure. So you definitely given us a great look at what makes EverZen scientifically unique. And beyond that, what makes you personally believe in this ingredient and why do you back EverZen?
I personally like EverZen because I don't really know anyone who isn't impacted by stress. Today's world is filled, riddled with
Hmm.
daily stressors that are really big and really small, and none of us can escape stress. It's a part of life. And these
Everyone.
stressors that all of us experience, they're going to impact our mood, they're going to impact our ability to maintain a balanced mood, which trickles down to everything else. And of course, we can do all the things to improve our body's ability to manage stress and cope with stress, right? Like we should all exercise and have a healthy diet and socialize and foster healthy relationships. We should all, pet our dogs. It's a really important
Mhm.
thing to do to maintain your
100%.
stress. But I think EverZen is just another tool that we can put into our toolbox that's available that can support our body's ability to cope with all of these stressors, which can go on to support our mood and emotional resilience and just make us more effective people in the world.
Awesome. Amazing. Big thanks to Shelby for sharing the story behind EverZen. If you want to learn more about the science behind our ingredients and the people who power them, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow along for more episodes of Why We Back It, the people behind the ingredients.